customer-HTXZ 2500 kVA 600 kV series resonant system. First, connect the ground wire to the grounding terminal of the AC power source. Then connect the single wire to the single terminal of the AC power source. Then we reconnect the output line of the AC power source and tighten it with a wrench. When all wires are connected, we still need to connect 380-volt power cord. First, we will ground the grounding terminal of the excitation transformer. Then, the input terminal of the excitation transformer is connected with the output terminal of the AC power source. Connect the output terminal of the excitation transformer to the input terminal of reactor. And then we connect the reactor head and tail. We install the corolla ring at the upper end of reactor, and then install the HV flexible pipe. One end of the HV flexible pipe is connected with the reactor, and the other end is connected with our capacitive divider. Make capacitive divider button grounded, and the single wire is connected at the other end. The other end of the single line is the terminal connection with the main single line of the AC power source that we have just set from the beginning. Now we start up. We are now using HTXZ 2500 kVA and 600 kV series resonance system to do a demonstration test for you. But because the test environment's limitation, we can only raise voltage up to 550 kV in a while. Now, let's go to the parameter setting interface first. The parameter setting interface has been set with the starting frequency of 20 Hz and the termination frequency of 300 Hz. The starting voltage is 30 volt. The voltage ratio is 7000. The voltage is 600 kV, and the time is 1 minute. We already explained to you that due to the test environment's limitation, the maximum voltage can only be raised to 550 kV. So we set it as a 600 kV here. We can see when we get to a certain voltage and stop it manually. Okay, let's go to the manual setup interface. And then we will click Start Now to start the test. Then click Turning to find the resonance point. Now, the instrument is automatically searching for resonance points. The operation interface we entered is a manual operation interface, which can be considered as semi-automatic and semi-manual operation. The left part is an automatic part, and the right part belongs to a pure manual part. Because the frequency of resonance may have passed during the process of finding resonance points, or it is possible to find a wrong one if you find it manually. Here, we suggest you use terming or automatic searching for resonance points. So, we can raise this voltage manually during the setup process. Okay, now the resonance point is found. The resonance point is 229.19 Hz. Then we can click V up now, and now it is 300 kV. So the voltage step of this step up is 2 volts in this place, and the upper part is the frequency required for finding resonance point. Because we are using an automatic frequency finding process, we did not use the upper part, but only get the voltage step of 2 volts in the lower part. Now voltage raised to 420 kV. Now voltage raised to 500 kV. We can hear some losses of normal discharge in the field. It is 530 kV low. Now 550 kV. We just displayed that now because of the experimental environment's limitation, we cannot raise too high here. If we go up to 600 kV, the test will show up in this place. Then we click Start Test, and then enter a withstand voltage mode. As long as you set it, it will withstand voltage for as long as you set it, usually 1 minute. After 1 minute of withstand voltage, we can click the Step Down Shutdown. So now we can click the Step Down Shutdown. If it is a normal withstand voltage test mode, we click the Step Down Shutdown, and our save button will be on. Because we are not in a voltage withstand mode now, our voltage only raised to 550 kV, while it should reach to 600 kV as setting. The save button will still off here. If it is normal mode, it will be saved and printed. HTXZ 2500 kVA and 600 kV. We will introduce it here first and click back.